If you enjoy listening to horror stories before going to sleep, I kindly invite you to subscribe to my YouTube channel, The Amityville Horror. In 1974, Ronald DeFeo Jr. killed his entire family with a rifle in their home in Amityville, New York. A year later, the Lutz family moved into the house, but they fled after only 28 days, claiming that the house was haunted by malevolent spirits. The Lutz family reported a variety of strange and terrifying phenomena, including levitating objects, swarms of flies, and ghostly apparitions. The family claimed that they had been physically assaulted by the spirits, and that the atmosphere in the house was oppressive and malevolent. The case gained national attention when it was chronicled in the book The Amityville Horror by Jay Anson, which was later adapted into a popular film. The Zodiac Killer. The Zodiac Killer was a serial killer who operated in Northern California in the late 1960s and early 1970s. The killer is known for his cryptic letters and ciphers to the media and law enforcement, taunting them about his murders and threatening more violence. The Zodiac Killer's confirmed victims were 5 people, but he claimed to have killed as many as 37. The killer targeted young couples in secluded areas, shooting them and leaving their bodies in the open. He was known for wearing a hood or mask and for leaving distinctive markings at the crime scenes. Despite a massive manhunt and numerous suspects, the Zodiac Killer was never caught, and his identity remains a mystery to this day. The Black Dahlia Murder. In January 1947, the body of a young woman was found in a vacant lot in Los Angeles, California. The woman, later identified as aspiring actress Elizabeth Short, had been brutally murdered, with her body cut in half and mutilated. The case quickly became one of the most infamous and sensational murders in American history, with the media dubbing Short the Black Dahlia due to her dark hair and rumored fondness for black clothing. The investigation into Short's death was complicated by a number of false leads and rumors, including claims that Short was a prostitute or involved in the Hollywood underworld. The Villisca Axe Murders. In June 1912, 6 members of the Moore family and 2 overnight guests were found brutally murdered in their home in Villisca, Iowa. The victims had been bludgeoned to death with an axe, and the killer had covered their faces with sheets after the attack. The murders shocked the small town of Villisca and the entire country, and a massive manhunt was launched to find the killer. Despite numerous suspects and theories, the case remains unsolved to this day. The Enfield Poltergeist. In 1977, a family in Enfield, England claimed to be haunted by a poltergeist. The family consisted of a single mother and her 4 children, who reported a variety of strange and terrifying phenomena, including furniture moving on its own, objects being thrown across the room, and strange knocking and scratching sounds. The case gained national attention when it was investigated by the Society for Psychical Research, who sent a team of investigators to the house. The investigators witnessed some of the strange phenomena for themselves and concluded that they were the result of a genuine poltergeist. The Rendlesham Forest Incident. The Rendlesham Forest Incident, also known as Britain's Roswell, occurred in late December 1980 in the Rendlesham Forest near the Bentwaters and Woodbridge Royal Air Force bases in Suffolk, England. Over the course of 2 nights, military personnel reported strange lights in the forest and possible UFO sightings. The first sighting occurred on the night of December 26, 1980, when security personnel at the Woodbridge base reported seeing strange lights in the forest. Upon investigating, they found a glowing object that appeared to be a spacecraft. The object reportedly emitted beams of light and strange radiation and was witnessed by several personnel. The following night, another group of personnel went into the forest to investigate and reported seeing a triangular-shaped craft with strange markings on its exterior. Some personnel claimed to have even made contact with the craft's occupants, who were described as humanoid in appearance and speaking a language that could not be understood. Smiley Face Killer. The Smiley Face Killer is a name given to a supposed serial killer who is believed to be responsible for the deaths of young men in various locations across the U.S. over the past 2 decades. The killer is called the Smiley Face Killer because a smiley face symbol was found at some of the crime scenes. The theory of the smiley face killer first emerged in the early 2000s when a group of retired detectives began investigating a series of seemingly unrelated drowning deaths of college-aged men. The detectives noticed similarities in the cases, including the fact that the victims had all been drinking before their deaths, and that smiley face graffiti had been found near some of the bodies. Ed Gaine. Ed Gaine was a notorious serial killer and grave robber from Wisconsin who terrorized his community in the 1950s. Gaine was a recluse who lived with his mother, who he was devoted to until her death in 1945. After her death, Gaine's behavior became increasingly erratic and disturbing. Gaine was eventually arrested in 1957 after police discovered that he had been robbing graves and collecting human body parts. When they searched his home, they found a trove of gruesome items, including furniture and clothing made from human skin, a belt made from nipples, and a lampshade made from a human face. Gaine was eventually found guilty of 2 murders and sentenced to life in a mental institution. His case became a sensation in the media and inspired the characters of Norman Bates in Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho and Leatherface in Tobe Hooper's The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Gaine's crimes are among the most disturbing and gruesome in American history and remain a haunting reminder of the dangers of isolation, mental illness, and unchecked obsessions. The Winchester Mystery House. The Winchester Mystery House is a sprawling Victorian mansion located in San Jose, California, that was built by Sarah Winchester, the widow of firearms magnate William Winchester. The mansion is known for its bizarre and labyrinthine design, which includes staircases that lead nowhere, doors that open onto walls, and secret passages. According to legend, Sarah Winchester believed that the mansion was haunted by the spirits of those killed by Winchester rifles, and that the only way to appease them was to constantly expand and remodel the house. She reportedly held nightly seances to communicate with the spirits, and believed that the construction of the house would never be finished as long as she was alive. The Winchester Mystery House has become a popular tourist attraction and a symbol of the eccentricities and obsessions of the wealthy elite. While some dismiss the house as a bizarre curiosity, others maintain that it is a testament to the power of the human imagination and the fear of the unknown. Thank you so much for sticking around until the end of this horror story.
I hope I didn't scare you too much.